time now, we're so close to the NRL starting, boys, to have Dell's big call.
That's not a call. This is a call. Dell's big call.
Yeah, and one of the ones yesterday, who's going to win the Dally M? Dell came out and said Munster. Cameron Munster will be the guy that steps up. Today, Dell, we're asking you two clubs that will rise this season.
Oh, geez, you guys, mate, you keep putting me under the pump here, but I suppose I know it's nearly footy season.
You get paid a massive amount of money to make some calls.
That's your role.
So that's literally your role. You don't do anything else.
It's what you bring to the table.
I'm the X Factor. I just bring whatever I want to bring, okay?
That's a big call.
But this is a good call. All right, yeah, Jude, back in your box, mate. Look, I think for me, two teams. The first team I'll go with is the Sharks.
Okay.
Mate, so we all know that Craig Fitzgibbon is obviously the new coach, rookie coach. It's a tough one. We know the Sharks can attack, okay? But it's their defensive structure which we put in place by Craig Fitzgibbon. That's why they sort of wanted him there. He's obviously a bit of he's a people's coach. He knows what he wants. And if you have a look at who they've bought, you know, Finucane, obviously Cam McInnes, they're real leaders, and I think they're winners. Nico Hines is a good player to fit into that squad. And then you have a look at those young players they've got there. Kennedy, Mulatalo, Ramian. So on the back of that, with those senior players and those winners, I think they're in for a solid year. The issue for me is they're going to have to settle down with their halves, you know, because you got Trindle,
yep,
and then also you got Moylan, and then you got Hines. So Hines, the pressure of not being in and around that Storm setup, he's going to have to be your go-to man.
So he's going to be the guy that you know that's going to play in one of those spots.
That's right.
Trindle didn't play particularly well. Plus, he's suspended now for a couple of weeks.
It's pre-season.
So Moylan, if he can stay fit, could be the guy.
Yes, mate. This should suit Matt Moylan, and the way that the Sharks will play. Obviously, go through that middle third with Braden Ueli, big strong unit. Obviously, Fafita's looking to have a big year after last year, and obviously he's come back. He's Lazarus,
incredible,
bloke, yeah,
unbelievable.
And also, I've got to say this at the back there, young William Kennedy. You know, he had a breakout season last year. He's obviously in the All Stars, so I think the Sharks could, you know, obviously get in that top 8. They were in there last year, but they sort of made up the numbers. You know,
they were ninth last year, the Sharkies, so they missed it.
Yeah, well, they limped sort of into the back end of the season, and they were sort of hoping. So I've got no doubt they can do some things in top 8.
All right, second team. Who else?
Mate, the Raiders. Everyone thinks the Raiders have missed their window.
They're gone, aren't they? They're toast.
I don't think they're gone, and I'll tell you why they're not gone, because Ricky's changed it up a little bit. You know, if you have a look at the young Xavier Savage at the back, so I think I would start him at fullback. I'd put Chance into the centres. Nico Cox, he can play anywhere, but also if you have a look at it, Kotrick's back there. So you need a strong outside 5. So obviously the Dogs wanted to sort of not let him go, but obviously they wanted to free up some money.
That just didn't work out, did it?
No, but Kotrick, that's where he played all his juniors. He's back at home there. And if you have a look at their forward pack, this is what I like about them. They bought Fogarty. I think Fogarty will complement Jack Whiten. Jack Whiten is a footy player. He's the X factor. We can see the best football out of Jack Whiten this year. I know he's won a Dally M before, but this forward pack is menacing. You know, you got guys like Whitehead in there, Starling off the bench. You know, Sutton, Hudson Young, and Hodgson. This is his last year there, so all things point for me they're going to be a lot better. And Tarpany off the bench, he'll probably start, but Corey Harawira-Naira, that's a really good squad there. So with those young players in there, Sebastian Chris also, he's an opportunity in the back there, but Croker obviously got his knee fixed. So, mate, they could do anything, the Raiders, but I think they'll improve this year, and I think Ricky, he's excited about his squad.
Okay, so they came 10th last year, the Sharkies 9th. Are you saying both of those will make the 8 then?
Yeah, I see.
They push out?
Yeah, they'll push up there into the 8. I think they can, yeah. Mate, it's a very good squad there, that Raiders squad.
Okay.
Consistently, if they play well. And don't forget, Big Horsburgh too, the Red. He was injured and he was in and out last year, so consistency. And I think they've got some depth this year, the Raiders. They'll go well.
Okay, a couple of big calls from the big fella
big
there.
calls.
We'll put them in the vault and see how they end up.